And then for the first time ever, wow. Generation 8, guys. Famous new kidneys. BMW laser lights. We also have a redesign on the new key, by the way. So trunk space iX. I think this is one of their best seats. This is the new climate system. Guys, what's up? Welcome back to a fresh new Inside series of BMW's first ever full electric SUV. I present you the BMW iX. And this iX is packed with a lot of new technology and also some new features. For example, we got that new kidneys, the high kidneys, but now this is one part. And this surface, self-healing. On looks, it's a bit of a mix of an X5 and X7. It's pretty huge, by the way, especially this whole rear side. I love those thin rear lights. But inside is where the real party begins. Sustainability and green is also one of the big major subjects in the new iX. On this interior, you will see your typical leather, you can see some wood, but the productions on these materials are next level.
If you're here for the first time, please tap the subscribe button and the bell notification, and that way you won't miss any of my new videos.
BMW iX, BMW's first ever full electric SUV. Let's get started on the new front. So what do we see at first? We see the famous new kidneys introduced on the 4 Series and of course expanded on the new M3 and M4. But in this iX, this is actually one part, so we don't have the splitter in the center. Got a gloss black trim, and you can see that the panel of the grille is actually positioned like 1 centimeter deeper on the whole inside of the front bumper. And this is named a intelligence panel. Very cool how they have integrated those shapes to the center. Reminds me of the artist. But this panel is also self-healing. So for example, you can compare it with the XPEL technologies, which over time will increase the smoothness of the whole surface. This front camera is also self-cleaning. You can see this little panels here around it, and this is probably a washer fluid kind of technology. And down here front splitter, pretty huge, deep also, with a nice paint of the car. Park sensor still visible and still integrated, of course, in the front. And whoa, by the way, while sitting here, you can clearly see how aggressive the iX is. Futuristic and aggressive. This is, of course, the BMW logo, but if you press this, the washer fluids is here to refuel. So that's pretty funny. They have integrated this. Then we got the bonnet. Got those accenting lines. You also have on the M3 and M4 hood. Then here on the right side, we got this kind of M bumper styling, but then on the whole iX shape, it's pretty much integrates with this whole black surface. Little parking sensor here, and of course functional air channels here on the right side. And then we got those BMW laser lights. There you go. Still you got the branding on the inside of the interior, and also the blue lines still accenting and reminding you that we're talking about laser lights. By the way, the day driving lights here on top are reshaped. We got no hexagon shape for this one. So this might be a new identity for the BMWs coming up. On the inside, by the way, some chrome and silver as well. Okay, by the way, the iX is pretty huge. It's a mixture between an X7 and the X5. Here we go. The Air Performance wheels, they name this. This one has measures of 275, 40, 22 inches. And yeah, these are the Air Performance wheels. With, of course, blue BMW calipers. No M branding on this one, but it's pretty sure they're typical, the same calipers. Steel discs, not drilled. The lower part, by the way, of the whole car with the paint is gloss black combined with that red. And also a gold trim here, satin gold. Let's say it's sort of rose gold. So these are the new iX mirrors, very nice, smoothened. Also here a camera, of course, for the whole 3D camera. Huge doors. Still the front doors are bigger than the rear doors, by the way. And then we got this. Okay, we got a new feature on the new door handles. Very smooth with the rose gold trim as well. But the actual button is on the inside. There you go. Shy technology, BMW names this. And you can see that we still got that line accenting the trim. In this case, the rose gold trim. To the rear side, it continues up, giving the rear look of the car more firm and more sporty actually as well. We got iX branding here on the side in the gloss black. And now it's a pretty huge rear spoiler actually. And the car is designed downwards, very aerodynamic. And well, yeah, on the rear guys, if we continue to the rear, got those thin LEDs for the lights. Futuristic, very futuristic. We got in this BMW look, we got an integrated camera. We can't press this one, but this camera is also automatically cleaned by the washing technology, washing fluid technology on this interior. So we got a very dynamic technology on the logo of BMW. To give you a little look on the new LEDs. Gloss black with that red LED on the inside. In that rose gold stylish X-Drive 40. Oh yeah, rear diffuser, but of course we don't have an exhaust system, but we still got that rear diffuser. It's pretty aggressive actually for an electric car. This sticks out from the whole rear bumper. And we got some mini vents here, let's call it mini vents for the rear diffuser, giving it a bit of a BMW sporty family look. Yeah, so rear side pretty thick, it's definitely in your face. Another funny fact, this is officially the biggest charging port I've ever seen on a car. This is huge. There we go. Of course, fast charging supported on the new iX as well. Let me know in the comments, guys, what do you think on the exterior? Because it's time to have a look at the interior. We also have a redesign on the new key, by the way. So this is the new key, at least for the iX. Okay, that's cool. Let's have a look at the trunk space. So you press the side button here. Trunk space iX. Decent. Not bigger than you'd expect to be bigger actually. If you have a closer look at the car, you expect this to be bigger, but for a daily basis, this is pretty decent. Decent, but a bit tinier than expected. So what do we have down here? Well, okay, here we have some extra spaces for all the charging cables. Well, look at this. When the taillights are turned off, they're actually gray white. That's super cool. Nice. Okay, when we get in, we just press a little button down here. There you go. Click. And the car with frameless windows. So we got the coupe style, frameless windows. We enter, and then what do we have first? So we got a total new design on the doors. Let's have a look. So we got that special sustainable brown leather here on the whole left side. And on the right side we got a whole speaker unit here with the optional Bowens and Wilkins laser design here. I love this. Next to the speaker unit we got that nice gold trim again. And this is actually the press button to open the door. Of course the button to lock or unlock the door. And then for the first time ever, wow. We got crystal buttons for the memory seats. You really want to touch this. Crystal buttons for the memory seats. And crystal buttons for the repositioning of your seat. Down here, of course, some personal items, some space for personal items, and this whole huge speaker unit. Personally like this design. It's huge, it's big, but it fits the car perfectly. Door sill, we don't got a door sill actually, but we do have the visibility here of the carbon fiber core of the chassis. That's pretty cool. Here we go, entry test, BMW's first ever full electric SUV, the iX. Yeah, of course, SUV is pretty easy, but by the way, I've never experienced a seat this comfortable at BMW before. I think this is one of their best seats. This reminds me of the S-Class. Guys, welcome inside. And this is your point of view in the new iX. My first impression on this is a next level futuristic view. BMW i definitely does a very nice job on giving you a different kind of atmosphere. Okay, let's start on the left side. So we still got here on the left side the logical spots for the press buttons for the lights. Then on the left, on top of that, we got that first left vent positioned next to that nice gold trim combined with the brown interior leather all over the dash. We still got a center speaker unit there. And you can see that the dash is actually separated from the main part of the whole windscreen construction. So it's a sort of floating position. Very cool to see that. So we have got a sort of a dash island inside the car. Let's bring some life in this interior. Let's press. Yeah, this is crazy. Let's press and bring some life in the interior. Here we go. This is iDrive Generation 8, guys. Wow. Total kind of new color spectrum, total new screen. This is one huge part. So we got one part for the new iDrive Generation 8. The resolution is definitely upgraded. Look at this resolution. Very smooth on the left side. So this is your main screen while driving. Let's see. Okay, the car is started up. Here we go. That was an official startup. Here we go. New theme for the BMW iDrive 8. So we still got a bit of that hexagon design for the speedometers. Here on the left side we got the kilometers per hour, and here on the right side, of course, your e-power. Okay, let's find out more later in the iDrive. Steering wheel. So we got a higher position from the steering wheel. The steering wheel also has changed a bit for this lower part side. This is very thin, so you have more space for your legs while entering. The top is higher, so you can also have a nice view for your iDrive. Leather steering wheel. Here you got the, of course, still we got those left buttons, and here on the right side the right buttons for your multimedia, your radio, and of course also the controls for your iDrive. In the center the BMW i logo with the blue team colors. Also again that gold trim, and not to forget the gold trim, because the gold trim continues all the way on the lower part of the dash in these two very wide vents. These vents remind me of the rear LEDs, by the way. Also that nice gold trim. And then the iDrive Generation 8. Okay, let's have a quick look. Don't forget, guys, this is still a pre-production car. iDrive 8. Let's have a look. BMW iDrive 8. So these are all the apps. You can also just touch the screen. Oh, this is cool. Yeah, we like this kind of stuff. iDrive 8, iDrive 8, thank you for that upgrade. And we control iDrive 8 from the center console as well. Because where's the climate system? They have removed the climate system, and the climate system is integrated in the screen. There you go. This is the new climate system. All digital system. center console. So we got a lot of space here, by the way. You can easily put here a weekend bag, easily. There here below we got 2 cup holders, we got 2 USB-C inputs, of course 12-volt input, wireless charging pad in the shape of the kidneys. Okay, that's cool. And then here on top we got the controls for iDrive Generation 8. Start stop button also in crystal, optional. The gear, well, let's say gear knob also in crystal, trimmed in gloss black, by the way. And then we got this special sustainable wood with integrated buttons in the wood. How cool is this? So home, media, telephone, nav, my modes, volume, next track. This is integrated and this is actually touchable. This is so cool. They've integrated this in the wooden inlay. And then the new iDrive button. Guys, this is the most smoothest iDrive button I've ever. This feels so good, so perfect. Also the grip of the crystal iDrive, wow, it's, can do this all day long, guys. This is so smooth. Perfect. Volume button also very natural and smooth as well. Don't you just love crystal? Armrests, center armrest, perfectly high position for an SUV. Pretty deep, okay, that's cool. Pretty deep. And all finished here also in leather. Let's have a look at the seats. So very big cushion, actually, very comfy. We got those square on the designs, very thick. And then we have here, this is not your actually design, this is also functional because we have integrated, BMW has integrated speakers in this headrest. This car has a total of 30 speakers, so you have the sickest sound experience of surround systems in a car. I've experienced it just now. This is pretty nuts. Also the seats vibrate, so it's definitely 4D. Okay, some sort of B-roll together with the experience sound, very cool. The surround sound is very cool. And what's also very cool to mention is that we have an electric chromic panoramic sunroof, meaning we can automatically fold down the darkness of the panoramic roof or give you, with a press of a button, some more light while driving. Very cool. Okay, enough said on the front section. Let's head to the rear section of the new iX. Rear section, here we go. Shy door handles. Press of a button, opens up. Again, here for the rear doors, frameless windows. We got also some lights here. Very nice trim here. That's a nice detail. Then we got that nice brown leather again with the speaker unit here. The high-end tweeter laser finish. Press button again also to open the door. Door sills. Well, actually, again, that carbon is visible here. And then the entry test. Here we go. Entry test, rear section iX. Again, that high couch feeling, guys. This is very comfy. On the rear side, wowzers. My point of view is this, and this is huge. Look at first all this panoramic roof. It doesn't stop. It's huge. What a huge kind of space this is. So, on space, this is my leg space and my head space. I can almost stand in the interior of the car. Nah, that's a joke, but it's super high. So also for the rear passengers, what we have here, 2 USB inputs, USB-C. Here you can mount, I think your mounts for your private iPad. And you got that nice combination of the black with the leather, very futuristic. Rear armrest in that nice brown leather. 2 cup holders, not to forget. And again here, those nice shapes for the interior leather trims. Of course, not to forget, we have 2-zone climate system for the rear passengers as well. And we got a nice squared vent, housed all in gloss black. Some spaces for your private items. So yeah, well, I'm very impressed on the space. This car is going to be a success already. This is so comfortable. And wow, look at how cool this is. So the side, wow, this is all combined. Look at how the leather continues all the way to the door. This is normally not leather. And that means, that means that actually the seat, that's cool. We have an extension of the seat. So you have the idea this is a couch. BMW has built their first ever rear couch in a modern car, and it's in the iX. Look at this. So this is actually the seat, and this is that extra part. But you just want to chill here with your shoulder. Wow. Okay guys, the new iX. As a total package, I think the iX will be a success. On specs, this has a WLTP range of 600 kilometers and producing 500 electric horses of the 2 electric engines. If you need some more content, don't forget to check out my Instagram, and I will see you definitely after this and a new video. Ciao!
If you're here for the first time, please tap the subscribe button and the bell notification. In that way you won't miss any of my new videos.